Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys about what you're going to be doing today and just some updates and reminders and all of that. Still sitting here, still at home. So far, so good. Don't have any signs or symptoms or anything like that. So hopefully it stays that way. But first things first is I want to go over just like some housekeeping stuff. So um this is kind of the last thing you're gonna do for the Cold War. And so your slide deck should basically be completed right now. Okay. If you have anything that you haven't done, any homework or any of the slides are missing, make sure you guys get that done. But I would like you to submit that today. Okay. Um, if you are having some issues with the discussion, I'm sorry, I put the wrong dates, and so you should be able to get into it now. Go ahead and you guys can complete that now. Sorry about that. Um, Other things are for people who haven't turned in the Holocaust Journal or need to do revisions on the Holocaust Journal, those need to be done by this week. Okay. If you did not submit your Holocaust Journal, make sure you submit it and then email me and let me know that you have submitted it. If you are somebody who needs to redo it or fix some things, then you need to get that done today, and then go ahead and resubmit it. But I'm going to have to delete your old one in Turnitin, but I don't want to delete that yet because I want you to still have access to that because I have some comments and stuff on that. So when you are ready to submit it, just email me and just ask me to delete yours, and then you can resubmit it. Otherwise, you can't resubmit it. Okay, so get your Cold War slides done. Get that submitted. If you haven't done your Holocaust Journal, get that done and submitted. If you are missing any old previous slide decks, like unit slide decks, please submit them. Um, Half credit is better than no credit. So a zero is kills your grade, where 50% or partial credit is still some credit. And some of you are just on those borderline grades, and I know you can get it done. I just need you to get in and submit that. Okay, so now about today's assignment. So we're not actually taking like a real test for the Cold War, but I'm going to call this like an assessment. But it's pretty simple. So what you guys are going to do is in this Wednesday, Thursday folder, you'll see the video, the first thing, this video, and then you'll see this Cold War thermometer assessment. So it's going to open up a slide deck that looks like this. Okay, so I've kind of talked about how the Cold War is a Cold War because the Soviet Union and the United States never actually fought each other. But we fought in like different avenues and different places, and our ideologies were always fighting. Okay, so we're going to look at a lot of these Cold War events that we've talked about, and we're going to see how hot and how cold they are. And by that, I just mean like, you know, a hot event would be like the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's the closest we ever came to nuclear warfare. Whereas like the movies that's not going to create nuclear warfare. They're just, it's just tension. It's just culture. Okay. So that's kind of what you're going to be doing. And I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to go to this slide, and this is kind of like your unit plan. Okay. This is where you're going to be defining these terms, and you're going to tell me the significance of these terms in 2 to 3 sentences. Most of these events we have already gone over. Okay. That intro video went over the Iron Curtain, Berlin Airlift, Truman Doctrine, Marshall Plan, Berlin Wall. You guys did the basketball and the hockey game during your culture stuff. You did the music for your culture stuff. Mutually assured destruction was the day that we were talking about nuclear warfare. That's all done. Sputnik is really the only one that is new to you guys, and it's like the space race. It's talking about the space race. Okay, who can get to outer space? Who can put a satellite up in space first? Okay, and so you guys are going to define those and give me the significance. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pick 6 events from this list or from the list before. You're going to pick 6 events that you are going to kind of research a little bit more. Okay. Now, for each thing, for each event or each thing down below, down here, you're going to do 4 things. You're going to find an image. You're going to put the name of the event. You're going to tell me how hot, medium, or cold it is. And then you're going to tell me why why you put it in that category. Why is it cold? Why is it medium? Why is it hot? In years past, we've done a big TBQ about this temperature, and you'd have to kind of categorize these these events into, how hot and how cold it is and whatnot. And you would have to write the whole thing. Well, we didn't want to do that, and I know you guys didn't want to do that, so we're just minimizing it a little bit. Okay, so let me talk about the different temperatures. All right, let me move down here. Okay, if it is a cold event, and cold, that means it's very low tension. Like, it's not going to make our countries go to war with each other, like, at all. Okay, so this is probably where, hang on, my daughter needs help. Come here, really quick. I'm on a video, real quick. It's okay. Stay back there. Okay. What? Wait. Okay. There you go. You're welcome. You want to say hi? There you go. Say hi. There you go. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So these cold events are not going to be events like that the government is going to have to get involved, or the government's going to be like super, like it's going to raise tensions. Okay. So it's very low tension. It's not dangerous. And it's probably not going to lead to an escalation of the war. Okay. So this is going to typically be like your movies and your music and things like that. Medium events, okay? Medium events. There's growing tensions, there's heightened levels of stress. It could get worse or it could decrease. All right? So this is, you're going to have probably some military that's going to be involved in this. There's not going to really be bloodshed though, okay? So when you're thinking of like wars, um that's not really medium. These are just kind of like neither side is really liking this plan and it could lead to more. All right. When you're talking about hot events, this is very, very high tension. Okay. A very heated event. It's going to be a military conflict. There's going to be actual fighting between people. There's going to be bloodshed, and nuclear war is a possibility. Okay. So, like, think of events that are really going to kind of like continue to lead to like hotter events, more bloodshed, all of that. Okay. So, what you guys are going to do, this is like an example of what it's going to look like. Okay. Now, this is not even one of yours. All right. But you are going to, here's your image. Here is your like event. Now, this is just talking about proxy wars. Okay. And then how hot it is. And I want you guys to actually give me a temperature. Okay. So here are your like cold events, getting into the medium events, your hot events. This would be the hottest event. Okay. And then you're going to give me a reasoning. And this is going to be a few sentences explaining why you think that it should go, on this temperature. Why is it considered hot? Why is it considered medium? Like if you can, like when you give me the temperature, tell me like why you didn't put it to 150. Why is it 120? Okay, so and you want to just kind of use that reasoning behind why. So we've already kind of created templates for you guys down here. All right. Now, these arrows, you can move them around. Okay. This does not mean that this event has to be 150. That's just, we put in arrows for you. All right. Oops, there we go. Let me move myself over. So you are going to, here's the event. You're going to write whatever temperature you want to put in. This is where you're going to make your image and then your reasoning. All right. And so you're just going to make them look kind of like that. All right. I know it looks a little bit different because the formatting is a little bit different, but that's what you're essentially going to do. Your picture is going to be pretty small. Your writing's going to be pretty small, just big enough so I can see it. All right. So you're going to complete this. So the 2 things that you need to complete on this slide are this slide, complete this first, and then this slide. The rest of it is just like explanation of how to do it. If you guys have questions on what to do, please email me during class and I will, be checking my email during that time and so I can help you guys right away. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but this does need to be completed in class. If you don't finish it, okay, if you don't finish it in class, I need it to be completed by no later than Friday. Okay, I need this submitted by Friday. So I'm going to be grading them on Friday. So don't submit them. If you don't submit them by Friday, it's going to be a 0 in the grade book. All right. We need all the help we can get on our grades right now. So let's finish up. If you need, or if you have any questions or need explanations on anything, please let me know. All right. Otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday break. You guys are amazing. And I'm so sad I'm not there this week. So we will just celebrate when we get back that final week of school. Alrighty, you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.